Hi everyone, welcome to episode number 16 of the n8n podcast I'm running with innovators and thinkers and thinkers who love to build with n8n. What I'm doing with these podcasts is like chit chat 10-15 minutes, but build session for another hour, 45 minutes. It depends on what the guest brings to the table. Today I have with me Guido. How are you doing, Guido?
I'm good, thank you. Episode 16 already. I feel like you started this last week or something.
Absolutely. That's actually true.
Really putting out a lot of content, man.
Pretty much a lot,
Yeah.
yes. How are you? What do you do? What's your background?
good.
Tell us about yourself.
Sure. I'm trained as a psychologist, but I somehow found myself working in IT and always been pretty much involved in the e-commerce software scene where I found myself, and also doing a lot of community building on the side. So professionally, I've previously focused a lot on conversion rate optimization. So doing a lot of A/B tests, doing a lot of business experiments. And afterwards I switched to community building, which was always something I did on the side, never really saw as a profession. And then the CEO at Spryker, like 4.5 years ago, came up to me, "Hey, what you've always been doing as a hobby, would you like to do that as a profession?" Scared the shit out of me. Never really considered that as a profession. It's actually, there's a lot of overlap in there in community building and doing CRO. It's a lot of research. And I feel like my team is still, we're trying to get a lot of information out of the community and how people use our product or how they interact with the company, and try to find the right stakeholders.
Wonderful.
Internally to
So you're a community builder as well.
Yes, very much so.
Teach me something about community. One ABC of community.
Well, it really depends on your community as well, right? So one of the main learnings for me was that when I joined Spryker, it's very much different than what I did before. Before I did, those were almost all exclusively open source tools that I worked with, and all tools that are very easy to get started. Everyone could download it, and I mean, inherently on open source, right? You can download it, you can install it, and you can run it. Spryker is open code, but it's also very much aimed at the enterprise market. So Spryker has around 130 customers or something.
Nice.
So that's a much smaller community that you need to deal with compared with before, when I was involved, for example, with Magento. Thousands of developers. So it's much more one-on-one connections that you need to make instead of the one-to-many blasting that you can do with a much broader community, like with n8n also has. So we have a much bigger community. You can do multiple things. You also have the one-on-one, but also do the handling mass community. And with enterprise, it's much more one-on-one, much more case by case, which is also very interesting. I really also like the B2B environment. Because there's so many businesses you've never heard of. They do millions or billions in revenue. And it's always a big surprise how they operate, how the logistics of it all.
I worked for an e-commerce company, $300 million scale up. Also had operations in Amsterdam. I came a lot in Amsterdam in 2021. Like, when it comes to operations, when it comes to like a lot of data moving between places, n8n shines a lot. How do you see that in those kind of situations?
I mean those tools. I mean, n8n is not unique, and I mean we had things like Zapier before, or if this and that, right? But it's really nice.
IFTT was a very, very old one.
If
this and that.
I mean that's amazing, right? I mean it's still there. It's still it can still help you with some of those automations. So I got started with n8n basically at the beginning of 2025, because I was looking for a tool that can automate more, and I mean I got a bit stuck with Zapier, and then took it to the next level. Also because we serve enterprise customers. There's a lot of certifications we need to and security we need to take care of. So you need to self-host things, and
from the compliance perspective, it's so hard to do Zapier compared to n8n.
Exactly.
So when was 2025. When did you start n8n?
Like January, February.
January, February. So what was the kind of like sparking on like when you said like, that's so cool, I'm gonna bring all my automation?
I think that happened within an hour.
That's so cool. Within an hour.
No, so I was used to automation tools already, right? Okay. So I was not completely starting from zero. At least in like the mindset of how workflow works.
Yeah. And what is kind of like your current n8n workflows? How many did you build? What did you automate? And
I think I have about 15 in production. I would say.
Oh wow!
And probably 100 drafts.
100 drafts, yeah, makes sense. Like,
or maybe more. Yeah. So one of the things so both for the team at Spryker, I'm building things, but as we spoke about before as well, I also ran podcasts. So
we're coming to that.
We're coming to that.
By the way, Guido ran a podcast here. We're going to talk about it in a minute. That has over 200 episodes, and I'm so humbled that you accepted my request to be my guest on my episode number 16. So I'm feeling too small compared to 200 episodes. Tell me more about your.
You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing.
You.
No, so what I did, I had a couple of podcasts before I started with the Zero Cafe podcast. That's a podcast we were talking about. So Zero Cafe is about conversion rate optimization, and these are. We're not building stuff right away, hands-on, but these are interview podcasts. So this interview style, 30 to 45 minutes, remotely recorded with usually one guest or two or three guests if it's at a conference, something like that.
And it's video or it's audio only?
Both.
Both. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, both.
So it can be like you're using the voice on Spotify and Apple and so on.
But for me the video, so we publish it to YouTube as well. But it's more like so people can see. So we don't use any screen shares or whatever.
Oh, I see. So it's more
it's also
idea exchanges.
You can listen to it always.
I see.
So we make sure of that.
I see. Makes sense. That's wonderful.
So that one indeed. So there's over. So I did over 200 episodes. I have co-hosts in different languages. So it kind of spun off in different languages as well. So we have a Spanish version, a
so
German
you kind
version.
of dub it, or the translation goes as a dubbing, or
no. So
you speak Spanish?
No, neither of them. So those are different hosts.
I see. So the host changes.
Yeah, exactly. So I do the English and Dutch version, and we have hosts for the German version and the Spanish version. And those are different interviews as well, right? So those are not just translations.
Wonderful, cool. Guido, you know the formats. We are chit-chatting. And right now, my tech is feeling like horrible. Like my commands are, therefore I'm using only this camera, this kind of like thing where my hand goes through this thing. It's because this is the only view Vibe Stage is active right now. And I don't want to tinker with it. As you guys know, this is a zero edit video. So I just want to not touch the cameras. Right now,
I can learn a lot from the zero edit part. I did not have that part.
No, zero edit is the raw material is the more interesting one because nobody is perfect. And if you watch a perfect thing, you're kind of like subconsciously comparing your imperfect version with the perfect version of someone else, and that really ruins your psychology. But if you put raw content, people like it because it goes with the vibes, and then whatever happens, happens. Yes. So let's see. We're gonna have nice. This view is really nice. We don't have to like tinker a lot in that view. So we're gonna go to your. We're gonna spend a lot of time building something in n8n here. We have one more view. Let me check if that view makes more sense. We do that one. It's kind of like on the top of each other. I hope it's not going to break. Something like this, so that time to time we can also kind of like make it big and then talk. I think this view is better because then if we want to kind of like talk, then I can do it like this.
Yep.
And then we can talk. Okay. I really need to do a little bit more coding on Vibe Stage. Yeah, this looks good. So that
maybe that'll happen today. No?
Yeah. No, I have another version of this Vibe Stage thing, this technology that I built that goes wireless, like 100% wireless, and the setup right now takes around 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yep.
As you saw it earlier, we set up this whole thing. In that setup, will literally take 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and you don't really need to do these switchings with hand.
Exactly, yeah.
And that switching will happen with AI. So the setup is like you put these tripods, you put these cameras, these so-called DJI Osmo Pocket 3 cameras, you put them on the stand, and done. You put the recorder on, done, and then you start your whole thing, you keep talking. At the end of the day, it generates 4 track videos, one for each camera, 3, and then one for the screen recorder, and then you put them all together into a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi has a little chip, like a
memory chip,
GSM chip, like internet 5G or something.
Oh, yeah.
It does the cutting, uploading, n8n workflows.
The Raspberry Pi does the video cutting?
Everything inside that Raspberry. You put it in the backpack, you start moving. 2 hours later, you get a notification on your phone that it's done, and then I
guess it doesn't have to be fast, like within 5 minutes. If it's on Raspberry, it can just keep going.
It keeps going. Even uploads it on YouTube, creates the description, creates a LinkedIn post. Like literally everything I do around my content generation, it does it inside that Raspberry Pi. So I'm done with this. I put the chips in the Raspberry Pi. I'm done. I'm done and put it there, and then in the background keeps running. But that's a Christmas project. Only if I don't do this LLM council thingy that
I did a Raspberry Pi project a couple months ago, where like a Pi Zero with an audio head on top of it.
Yeah.
So my kids, like when they go to sleep, they like to listen to like these audiobooks.
Nice.
So the audio head actually has a little screen in there, like 4 buttons.
Yeah.
And even a speaker built in.
Yeah.
It's not the best sound quality, but for falling asleep too, it's perfect. So they can pick the audiobook themselves.
I see.
And,
so it's a Raspberry Pi then?
Yes, Raspberry Pi Zero with a
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. All right, so let's get to the build session.
Yes.
You have shared with me something that I closed. I have to open it again because we have to restart the computers, right?
So I actually had 2 ideas for you to choose from.
Okay.
One was related to the podcasting. The other one was another idea.
So this is your idea number 1,
yes.
The podcasting thing. And idea number 2 is an LLM council.
Yes.
This sounds so much like the LLM council that I have planned to do.
Yeah. I think you mentioned on LinkedIn that you wanted to play around with that one as well.
Nice. Let's quickly walk through them and start building. That's the more important thing.
So
what's this?
So this is this was my draft for a workflow for podcast.
Okay.
So everyone out there thinks podcasting is easy.
Oh no! Don't try it at home. It's not easy.
I mean, it's also a bit cliche by now to start a podcast, of course. But I really I want to in 2026 start a new podcast. But I wanted to do this with a proper
automation,
workflow, with automation, with n8n, because I really want to stay away from the editing.
Can we eliminate one of them? I think it's the LLM console we're going to eliminate, right? What do you want to do with this?
So what the LLM console. That's the other idea that we could build.
This is Andrej Karpaty's.
Yes.
Yeah. This is exactly my. We're gonna eliminate that. Why? Because of this reason. So I went on LinkedIn and I shouted out that, hey guys, I want to do something with what Andrej Karpaty did. Here, look at this. So I was. 1 week ago, I said, I'm going to take this personally and build this in n8n. So I'm going to do this.
So I already built it in n8n.
I saw your post on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I can share that. I can share the JSON with you. But I want to give it a twist. So the LLM console, what Andrej built, is basically using different LLM models. And they judge each other. So they all give an answer. The next phase is that they judge each other, and also their own model, or also their own answer. So, and they don't know who gives what answer, so they'll be judging their own answer without knowing it. And then there's an orchestrator at the end that basically picks the right answer.
Right.
But my twist to this, so went to an n8n meetup last week, and we had some interesting conversation there. And after that, I also met up with Panos Anastasiou. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And we thought, well, you can bring it back together and try to find one answer. That's one way. But what if we build something that's actually meant for the diversity, and you can give you different perspectives of something?
I see.
I want to prepare for a team meeting, and I know there's diverse.
I see. So you can drill down to the answers of every single one.
Yeah, exactly, and also to prevent blind spots. So to help you do that.
The version that I have planned for LLM Council that I'm going to do during Christmas breaks is, I don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but I'm devoting some 20 hours of live session.
Yep.
15 to 20 hours of live session. I go live, I start building.
What else to do with Christmas, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when your son's birthday is on 28th of December.
Yeah.
So I am going to spend some 15 hours of live stream on this subject, but the one that Ollie Shears built. Ollie is the CTO of Yule, which I love his content, and also Yule as a company, because I had this terrible accident, broke my jaw, and I was drinking Yule. They allowed me to eat. So here, this post that he did almost went viral, I think. 152 comments, 1,000 likes, and so on, 33 posts. And I say to Oli that, hey dude, I am doing the same thing here. I said, I'm doing something like this. And even look at this, my post kind of went viral, I think.
Your comment went viral. Your comment did,
My comment went viral. So let me quickly bring this arrow thingy. So you can see here, 8,600 impressions only on my comment. I suggest we could do this together. Oli and I might go on this live. I don't expect him to stay on the live session for 15 hours with me, but maybe I'll invite him as a kind of like as a guest to observe this and so on. So what I'm saying is,
so see, this is the n8n workflow I found, but you guys don't see it, but I'll share it with you with the JSON, so you can.
So we can pull that out here. But your point is, we do something with LLM Council. That's one idea.
That was one idea, but I'm also very interested in the podcast. So it's up to you what you find the most interesting.
Podcast, please allow me to choose this one. Okay, then let's get to it. Can we time box this for 5 minutes so that we can spend more time building something?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead and explain this, please.
So at least for again, my podcast idea is more about the interview style, right? So we have a preparation phase, a processing phase, and a publication phase. I think the processing phase, and there's also a recording phase, of course.
Okay.
The recording phase, here's the assumption that it takes place in Riverside.
I see. I used Riverside before,
for remote recording, gives you a lot of files. So the preparation phase, as it's an interview phase, I want to know everything about my guest, what's relevant to the topic, right? So usually I get someone on LinkedIn, see, hey, you're posting something interesting. Let's do a podcast together. If you doubt about doing a podcast, do it, and almost everyone says yes to being interviewed. That's really nice. It's quite easy to. But people always, that seems to be the number one question: how do you get guests? That's the least problematic.
I see.
Least problematic part. But you do want to get good information about what they're working on, where they're working for.
So which one do you want to focus on? Processing phase or preparation phase? Finding the guest. So what workflow can we build? Like something I really want to get to the canvas. Like really, I want to get here. Like take me to the canvas in 2 minutes, please. Otherwise, I'm gonna build.
Well, I think the recording phase you already nailed down pretty much, right? Besides some. Some
actually, the problem is you can see I'm pressing command space. The launch pad is not coming. It's right now an operating system level shortcut key is blocked because with this software I'm using C++ and it's listening to the shortcut keys publicly. So somehow it broke. Maybe I can give it a restart. It might work.
Oh, living on the edge.
Yeah, it might work, but you never know. No, it's still not working. I just restarted. The command space is still not working, but let's do not touch anything else so that it doesn't break. Okay.
But I want to figure out, so what are the gaps in your Vibecast setup that are not yet covering my workflow? So that would be the preparation. That could be one option that we can take. The processing you already nailed down, and also the publishing, I think.
Publishing is interesting.
What's not in there yet from, I think you already have the transcript, right? So you have the description is automated.
I get the transcript.
The transcript is automated.
Yeah.
But does it also, what I found happening quite a lot, but maybe that happens when you do 200 episodes, is like referring to other episodes. I had recurring guests or related topics. That might be very interesting, right? So it might be.
So you have a big corpus of transcripts.
Exactly.
You can kind of like find the correlations.
What are the best matching other episodes? Or other related content. It can also be an article, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be an episode, but other content that's in your library that could be interesting to people watching this.
Yes.
Or also for the guest information. So what I already created an n8n workflow for is on my podcasting, I use transistor.fm to publish the podcast. I only put in a LinkedIn link of the guest there. And through Apify.com, it uses the API to pull in all the information from LinkedIn. So I have their avatar, their bio, their skills. I have like a little timeline of what they do.
Kind of like
that's already
suck
on
all
the
your
website.
LinkedIn profile information and then summarize it with AI and
yes.
So let's pick something then.
The preparation.
Your origin is way too big.
Content. We're not.
Let's pick something. I want to go to the canvas in 20 seconds. You choose whatever we want to build.
Well, I think it would be nice. I mean, you don't use the preparation phase, so I think for you it might be more interesting to look at the cross content.
Preparation phase.
Like what other content could be interesting to people listening to this, so you can refer to that.
I think you were right. Preparation is a very interesting part for me. Like I'm right now. We're in the live podcast. Hi, you can be like our guest and say hi to the camera.
Need a turning camera.
Wait a minute. Let me put this camera side by side. We have.
Are we live?
Hello.
Are we live?
Yes. This is a microphone. What's your good name? What do you do?
Introduce yourself.
You know my name. My name is Bart.
No one knows who you are.
It's for the podcast. What are you doing here?
Well, we are here because you are hosting the next version of the n8n sessions. So early September, I think it was.
Yeah.
We were here too.
You did
the starter session.
It just started from there,
Now everyone graduated to the intermediate session.
Exactly. So today I'm hoping to learn something new from you, Emil.
No pressure.
Intermediate level. You're advanced already.
I'm happy to be surprised. That's, No, we're really looking forward to it. There's a couple of people from my team here.
Wonderful.
Adeline is here that we worked with together.
Wonderful.
Tino is here.
Hi, Tino. Hi, Adeline.
And we are very excited to see like the progression, like how the things change.
And guess what? We are doing a podcast. Guido did a podcast for 200 episodes and above, and we're building something with n8n for podcasting. So kind of like
it's very meta.
That's cool. Very Inception kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's symbiosis. By the way. Bart is the community lead at n8n, and I look up to you when it comes to community, learning about how to build communities.
Thank you.
I just started this year, and you are in this business for 20 years?
Yeah, easy. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this like since before there was a word for what I did. So
exactly.
I guess that's good,
Yes.
Yeah. It was not a profession back then.
It was just something you did, right?
Yes.
But no, it's the best.
And Guido is also coming from community world.
No.
So.
I know. Yeah, I know Guido well.
It's very good. Very good.
So it's kind of funny to see you guys here together doing a podcast.
We started the podcast. We say like we're gonna leave this area once we're done. So let's see how it goes.
Excellent, guys. Well, I'll be happy to watch it after you're done. And is this like broadcast live now, or is it
not
recorded?
Live, but it's recorded, but it will be up when I'm talking there. It will automatically go up.
Everything is automated.
So we need to finish in time.
All right, good. Well, enjoy the podcast, everyone, and here's Emil for you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. All righty, that was a nice little
interruption
diversion. That's why no edits, guys. Stop editing. you're killing creativity with those edits. All right, so preparation, I like that. The preparation phase is what I want to focus on.
Okay, so walk you through that one. So we'll have a topic selection, a refinement-ish, determine the episode type. So the preparation depends a bit on that, right? Is it either going to be an interview with someone, or sometimes can also be just a talking head with one person about a topic. If there's a guest involved, and maybe that's an assumption we can make, if there's a guest involved, we need to do some research on the guest.
So you tried Apify before, right?
Yes.
You know which worker works better, because there are like 5,000 workers.
Yeah.
What is it called? Worker, or what's the term?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I've only built like one or two.
That's fine. That we can pick this.
Yeah.
How about this? We pick a use case, which is also for the audience. It's a very general purpose.
Yes.
We pick. I'm not gonna scan the whole internet to find my guests.
No.
I will find a few. I'll see like, okay, these 10 might be very nice. I give it to an n8n workflow, and the n8n workflow gives me the best one.
Yeah.
By going and scraping the LinkedIn profiles in my interest areas that could go and sit in a prompt somewhere, and then tell me that from these 10, this one is a very good one if you approach this guy.
Yes. Yes.
I
don't think I've included in that. It's fine to work on that, by the way.
Yeah?
But I think in here, I always assume that I know who the guest is going to be. So I already pick the guest outside of the workflow. And then do the guest research based on, I already know you and what did you post about.
Okay.
But it can also be, it could also be very interesting to do research and who would be the perfect guest for a certain topic.
Okay, then let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
So where am I gonna start?
Well, if you want to find someone, you also already need to know the topic, right? So are we assuming that we already know a topic?
For me, I'm a young podcaster. Any topic is okay. Like if it has an intersection with anything.
Yeah.
So it's okay if my focus area, especially for the time limit that we have, we spend a lot of time chit-chatting. So especially like it can stay in the prompt. It's okay. I will go change the prompt, run it again. Change the prompt, run it again. So therefore,
I guess for you, you also want like you do the podcast on site with people and building something.
Yes.
So it needs to be within travel distance.
Yes.
Right?
No, so I will. That's my part. I don't want the n8n workflow to decide it for me that this is near, this is not near. I will supply 10 different LinkedIn profiles of 10 different people that I think they're good for my podcast. I will filter them that they're living in Berlin or in the next city where I'm traveling. So that's my part. The n8n workflow does not need to do that. And therefore, I think for the case, like for this demo purpose, we can trigger it with a click.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And then the 10 n8n workflows, the 10 people.
Yes.
They can go to right here. So it's going to be a LinkedIn profile. And let's go in and find those 10 interesting guys. And probably I will invite you guys to be my, starting from Charlotte. I know Charlotte. Charlotte is the CEO. Oh, she has a baby. Congratulations, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte, if you're watching this. We were one cohort back and forth in the Techstars acceleration program. So maybe Charlotte is one good candidate for, it's not maybe, she is. I will be honored if she appears on my podcast. So that's one profile. The next profile is gonna be, let's get this thing sorted out here.
Maybe you can get Bart to appear on one of the shows.
I asked him so many times.
So you can actually test them.
We're gonna take you as an example, Bart. It doesn't. You still have the chance to say no. So we're gonna put Bart in this. Jonas is my best friend, cool guy. I already invited him. I'm waiting for his yes. So it's gonna be Bart next.
But you're feeding these as examples of good profiles, and then you want to search
wherever
for
I bring this
people.
in from. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's from a Google sheet or something.
So it can be a list of your previous guests.
Re-inviting them.
But not re-inviting them, but you can use those as examples of good profiles, and then use
I see for the prompt.
But to be honest, as I said,
profiles. That's what I said. Like it's too early for me as a podcaster to decide based on my historical data. What I want to decide now is between these people, which one should I interview first, second, and third? So AI will help me based on scraping.
Them.
Exactly, prioritize them. Because it's very hard for me. Right now, it's like a first come, first serve basis. It's like, since I produced this so fast and I uploaded so fast, my last podcast episode number 15 was yesterday.
Yes.
16 is today. And last week I did 2 episodes. So it's
like
so fast.
Like you started last week, but it's almost through.
Exactly. It feels like that on the internet.
Not that far off.
So I think this is good enough. Three profiles. And so I get these 3 profiles. Why 4? Let's check it out. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, got Bart twice. Alrighty. So now the next thing is we scrape the hell out of their LinkedIn public profiles.
Yes. I think with Apify it's roughly 1 cent per profile scrape.
We pay. Nothing comes for
just
free.
For information.
Nothing comes.
I wasn't worried. You're gonna.
The interesting thing about this is like with all these workshops that I did, people ask me, is there a free API key? Because I provide these API keys during the workshop, and they write me on LinkedIn, do you have more free API keys? and I help a couple of them, and I say like, please don't abuse it, just learn, and then nothing comes for free.
Well, actually, if you go to Open Router and sign up, there's a couple of free models that you can use there.
These Chinese models are free, okay, so I'm gonna go and I think I have an account with this account that I have. And I'll see if I have some money, otherwise I'll put some money so that I can show you guys how to do this LinkedIn scraping. Let's check. Yeah, I have some money there. You see, $5? Wonderful.
That should be more than enough.
More than enough. So the actor, not worker, actor, it's called actor. So the actor that you have worked with in your app, because there are 5,000 actors here.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, guys, n8n is so generous. They provided us $500 of coupons with Apify on the fest day.
Yes.
I didn't cash it out. Did you cash it out?
Yes.
I didn't cash it out. And then when I put my coupon code, it was expired already. So $500, man. Now I have only $5. So I need to talk to Bart. Come on, give me the actor. Apify.com. So Apify.com has... I remember it used to say they have 5,000 actors, and now look at that. Did you know that?
Oh.
Now 10,000 actors.
That's nice growth.
That's wonderful. So they have quite a bit of actors. An actor is basically this one piece of code. Is it community-driven code, or they do it themselves? I think they have an approval system.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty much the same with
connectors and n8n. Yeah. So I think they're approving it and they're putting it there. So let's see. Meanwhile, you're searching your actor. I will search something like LinkedIn profile. Oh, there was this one.
Fusion, this one. So you need.
Let me find that actor because you have good experience with it. It's called what? dev_fusion/LinkedIn profile scraper. I think it doesn't search it like that. No, it can't find it like this.
I can copy it and use it.
Yeah, send it to me on LinkedIn, please. Alrighty. This is going in a send me the whole URL, please, if it's possible. Yeah. Because the search doesn't work like this. I think this is a very generic. I'm happy that we picked this example because it's a very generic thing. You can use this.
Yeah. I mean, LinkedIn's information
Did you send?
Can be very useful anyway, right? Yes. Oh no.
So LinkedIn scraping is a very, very generic use case. You can do it for your kind of like your customers and so on. Okay, this is the scraper. I will leave the link of this if I don't forget because everything is automated. One of the
just DM me, it's fine.
No, maybe it's a good thing to automate. Like if I want to share a link, I have already these little shortcut keys that I can put a bar, put it there, a link, and then it goes in the automation process. You know.
Yep.
All right, so that's that. Now let's go to use this particular one. Before we use it, let's test it. Actually, what do you think?
Yeah.
If I take one of those profiles that I got, let's say
you can see that there's a lot of information that you.
Yeah. Let's pick Charlotte's account.
And while you're doing that, maybe it's good to mention that you are scraping personal data.
Yeah.
We are in Europe there are GDPR rules.
Holy
so
moly. Then it makes sense that I do it myself. Then I do it myself.
If you start doing this as a business, especially, technically it's public information. It's on someone's LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
But it's a very gray area. That's.
You're scaring me.
Let's leave it at that.
You're scaring me. I'm going to change these profiles now. I'm going to put it on my own profile, not Charlotte's profile. Okay, now profile number one.
I give you permission to add my profile.
You give me permission
to scrape my profile.
Then that's good. So I can get this one, and I think Bart is at arm's length.
Yeah, he can hit you if things go wrong.
Let me see if I can get Bart's permission. Yeah. Bart, is it okay if we scrape your LinkedIn profile? Is it okay if we scrape your LinkedIn profile? It's public information. Okay, thank you.
There we go.
So we got three
profiles to scrape.
Profiles to scrape. So let's try it with my profile. Save and start. So it's gonna run in the background, and it's gonna scrape something. Oh, another good thing about this profile is it's not using my cookies. It's using LinkedIn profiles internally. Oh my god,
correct.
I love that.
Yes,
I love that.
That's good. Yeah. So for again, maybe it's extra information. So usually you need to be logged in and reuse your cookie or try to figure out something with that. So it uses your credentials to scrape certain LinkedIn data.
This is good.
That could be good, but if you do abuse it, then LinkedIn might block you.
Oh, right? I see.
So that Apify found a way.
No, this is good. I was not
good.
referring to your. I'm sorry. This is good because you don't risk blocking your profile.
Correct.
So where do I see the response of this? Output here. So the output is literally vibe coding AI agents using it. Absolutely, the profile information that I have, like the kind of like the text area of the LinkedIn profile that you put, it's that piece of information.
Does it show you the
literally this piece of information is that one. So the about area is scraped properly.
Yeah.
Germany, LinkedIn, Berlin, background picture, even brings the background picture. That's nice. We can use that for anything. Birthday. Okay, it's not public. Now you guys don't know. Hold on. Okay, the company where it is working.
Yeah, it even gives company history. And actually
connections.
I put my guest on my website, and also since the podcast has been running
it gives you the education information.
Yeah, and all the skills that you have.
With this, I can run a lot of background checks with AI agent node that, hey, I want to be interested in more PhD guys and blank. So with one API call, I get all of that. So let's move this to n8n, okay?
So what happens when I interview people for the podcast, obviously the podcast has been running since 2019, 18 or something. And people, of course, change jobs, right?
Yes.
So for the context, for someone listening to the podcast, it's very useful to know what role did this person have when I recorded this.
Wow, that's so cool.
So
man,
let's
get this to LinkedIn.
Yep.
So, sorry, LinkedIn, I mean to my thing.
Yep.
So I would need an HTTP request, or do I have an API?
There's an n8n block for it.
There's a native Apify thing. Run an actor. It's going to be run an actor, and I'm going to create a credential here.
Yeah, and
I'm going to need maybe OAuth too. Then connect my connect. It's already authenticated. It's just one click.
And depending on your use case, if you're scraping a lot of profiles, you might also want to cache it some way, because each time you request
data
it from
tables.
Apify,
Let's do the data tables.
Exactly.
Then. Yeah,
so each time you request it from Apify, it will cost you again. It's 1 cent per profile, so it's not that much.
Guys, this is what I love about n8n, because you don't need a Miro board.
Yeah.
n8n workflows are the Miro board.
Yes.
You can do it much faster in n8n than in a Miro board or on an Excalibur like this. Wonderful. Okay, so my actor is connected. Now I need to choose the actor. This is the actor that I need.
Yep.
And the input JSON that I want to pass is something like this input JSON. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to copy this, bring it here. This input JSON is not going to be the art-coded one. It's going to come from this JSON. So I'm going to literally profile URLs goes as JSON. Oh, it can be. Yes, it can be. Extraction. It's going to be JSON. Sorry, like this. JSON dot. Not this, but that's it. So literally here we can stringify it. Or actually we can use split operator. Can we use split operator here? It's not available here. So how can I get this thing to split, like literally get all of those? Oh, this is a piece of information I don't know. So we need a little code node, I think. Hold on. So the payload has to be like this. Oh, I see. I got it. It's just like a loop, split, map. Okay. So this is the beauty of n8n. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So I have this payload here. This payload here. I bring in the build feature. Okay. I say that the incoming payload is like following. I literally give this one here, and then I say, can you please write a simple code node that would give me all of these inside an array with the following object structure, and I give it this one, and also I say like put the code node between the click, right after the click basically, and before the run an actor. So I put this. Look at the magic that's happening right now. Let me quickly save this. We need that. So this is a demo of the build feature. So we are kind of like asking, now it's frozen, as you can see these little stripe icons that put the code node, and it's kind of like reorganizing things, and then it puts all the connections as I asked it. I could write this code myself, but this is vibe coding in n8n.
Exactly.
But I don't want to write it. Like I could like loop through it and then create an array and so on. But this is amazing. Like this feature is amazing. I'm kind of like really looking forward to this feature coming to community node, so that you can plug in your own LLM, so like code generator, so it can run behind this. Let me quickly run through this code and see what it did. Did it do it correctly? Yeah, map item, nice. And what I want from this is to generate a JSON that is exactly like this. And this is exactly what we're going to plug into the run actor. So in here, we're going to plug in exactly. That's perfect. So it also plugged in this one. Look at this, my friend. Damn, this is so good. And now, if I run this, oh my God, this is so cool. If I run this, the actor will show me all these three profiles and all that data that I was looking for, right?
It should, yep.
Holy moly, look at that much data.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, it's just giving me user on the free Apify plan can run actor through the UI only. We need to buy. Money. Let me buy.
Is it a different account or?
No, it's free account, and then in the free accounts you can only run it one time. So let me quickly buy this on this other screen. So I'm gonna get the starter plan, and let me put the tax ID, otherwise my accountant is gonna be
you
really...
can use this information. So you can use this information for your research, right? For your upcoming podcast guest. But again, you can also use that to create a personal profile on. If you create a website where you have lists of guests, you can add it there. But also useful for the actual description of your podcast episodes.
Yes.
Where you can not only link to their LinkedIn, but you can actually create like a personalized bio.
Yes.
It's not just. It might be a combination between their bio, the actual experience, and the actual podcast episodes. What it was about. So it can automatically create something like that.
This episode is my favorite because I really needed this Apify thing running, because I have tried it once, but I didn't know which actor, because there are these 5,000 actors.
Took me a while to
find out which one is the good one, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So my payment is almost done. Save and continue. $39. That's expensive per month, huh?
Yes.
Confirm subscription. We're good to go. Done. MasterCard. Oh no, it needs.
Get your phone.
I have another phone which needs the two-factor authentication. This is the
always use two-factor authentication.
Yes, always.
Always.
And I have like in another phone somewhere.
Especially when you're live streaming stuff.
And I have another screen to kind of like put it on the side. So this is what I'm doing always. I have this extra screen that's connected to my phone, my laptop, and I'm kind of like moving things that should not be done in there. So, meanwhile, how did you come up with this diagram idea? Like, was it like happening over
my brain
time?
Pouring out the experience that I have.
So 200 episodes will teach you that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really am looking forward to building that vision of this wireless command, like switcher-less podcast experience, so that I can go in and stay 100% focused in the guest conversations, not running the tech around this.
It's also nice to be able to use these kind of automations to help the guests.
Yes.
I mean, especially when it's an interview style. A lot of the guests that I had on my podcast, those are not speakers at conferences, right?
Yes.
So those are, they might post something on LinkedIn, or I might find out through someone else that they built something really cool, but they never talked about it.
Exactly.
So these kind of automations, not necessarily LinkedIn, but like thorough preparation in general, helps the guest also to feel at ease being interviewed and talking about what they're talking about. So I always give my guests like a briefing document.
Oh, I see. So you kind of like prepare them.
So this is what we're going to talk about. This is how long it's going to take. Here's the link, like to put them at ease.
Nice.
And automation can also really help with that, right? And also, I'd like to have even like, especially for people that are not used to being interviewed, it's very useful if you can tell them, hey, this is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And to have like a fallback storyline for an episode. Even if that goes out the window in the first 5 minutes, doesn't matter. But it helps people to feel at ease and know, okay, this is what's going to happen. Yeah. And once people are warmed up, you can basically you can go any direction.
You can go and tell them
the preparation is important for both me as host to know who I'm talking to and what their skill set or knowledge is.
Wonderful.
What they're working on.
So we got, sorry for the interruption. Yep. We got the subscription started.
Still not all the information, right?
All the information says.
What are we even looking at?
Price per dataset item. It's returning something that I'm not looking for.
No.
So it's saying this is succeeded.
We're looking for recently used actors, but we don't want that, right?
That's fine, but from the list I selected the one that we used, and we supplied, null. Yes, that's the problem. We supplied null. That's not nice. Yeah. The vibe coding literally crashed it because I had all these profile things. I hope it's sitting there. It's still there. It's still there. I'm gonna just copy it back from here. Yeah, vibe coding doesn't work all the time, so you need to know what goes wrong. So there you go. It's back, and let's see if this thing works. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Nice. This is good.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't need to provide it like this, but it's okay since the code node exists there. It's there. It's there. Let's see. I could actually provide from the click exactly the same data structure, and then I could just pass it, but it's okay. Now it's gonna show us what? The whole data. The whole data. Show me the whole data. Still, nope. It's showing me a success. Perhaps I need another API to get the... It's running them. Perhaps I have... can you check your yes. Automation? Perhaps there's another Apify action that runs the actor and get the data set. I think we need to get this one. Run an actor and get the data set. Run an actor and get the data set.
And get the data set.
Yes. And then timeout. Is there a way that we can put this timeout to go infinitely?
What would be the use of running the actor without getting the data set?
It is that it's a very heavy actor. It runs in the background. Once it's done, it gives you the thing.
There we go.
There we go. We got all the data with we're looking for. Okay, nice. Now it got us 3 items. That's nice.
Yeah.
What I want to do is dump it in data tables. I go with this concept called AHA programming. Do you know what it means? Avoid hasty abstractions.
Yeah.
What we are trying to do is now save it in data tables without knowing what to save, when to save, and blah, blah. So for now, what I want to do is avoid hasty abstractions. What I want to do is like press P, freeze it here, so that we don't need to do a lot of API calls, and finish my workflow, and then decide where am I gonna cache it. Maybe on Redis, maybe on data tables, whatever. That's a piece of information that I want to put it out there in the future so that I can go back and then check it what makes sense.
Fair enough.
Okay, so then I need an AI agent node. To be honest, I want a loop through it. Why loop? Because every single time I want to do, like I want to finish one profile, I want to preserve it somewhere. I want to put it on a Google Sheet, for example. So I don't want to wait for the entire workflow to finish. So in here, I'm going to put an AI agent node. The AI agent node is going to do something in between. We'll come to that. And it's going to have an OpenAI integration. It's not going to have any tools. We'll come to that in just a sec. And I'm going to get the data in here. So this is the data of one person, right? This entire thing is the data of one person. Now, I have 2 ways to go with this. One way is that I prompt it, and I think I'm going to go with this first way. I'll tell you both ways. One way is that I'm going to prompt it that I want to do an n8n workflow, an n8n podcast with this focus. What do you think about this profile? Give it a score from 1 to 10. And I store those scores inside a data table or inside a Google Sheet. And a summary, a general summary of that. And then once all the loop is done, then I'll ask AI to check these summaries and tell me which one is a better one.
Do you want to, as input, do you want to have like one topic and check these profiles, or do you already want to have a list of topics, maybe 5 topics? Then for each of those topics...
No, as I said, I'm too early. It's 15 episodes, so I'm going to go with everyone.
But by next week, you'll be at episode 30, so...
And then I'll come back and check, change this n8n workflow. Okay, so let's... You agree with this approach?
Yes.
Okay, so then let's do it. I'm gonna prompt, my system prompt will go something like this, that you are an expert in evaluating my podcast guests, and give them a score between 1 and 10. 1 being the least relevant, 10 being the most relevant. You will give profiles who have more relevance to something to do with building a software, a SaaS company, working in a position or having an educational background that is something to do with computer science, or with product development, product building, people who worked as a product owner or product manager or engineering manager or CEO or founder of companies that are tech companies. Those are more relevant ones. The profiles that are not relevant are those who are really senior. They work for multiple years, more than 20, 30 years in a corporation. They are in C-level. They're more strategists. They are not builders, because my podcast is entirely a builder-focused podcast. Therefore, I want to give IR score to people who are more builder-focused. So I just do that. Then just leave it there.
Yep.
But in a real-world scenario, I'll polish this way more than this much. Okay. What do I do next?
You also learn, right? I mean, if it's
exactly
based on this, it gives everyone a 1 or everyone a 10, then you know, okay, I need to
yes, please score this. Please score this profile for me. And this profile is literally everything that's coming from my JSON. The JSON is currently running. It's 1, or it's loop. It's 1. So it's gonna go and stringify this. And that's just one profile. That is Charlotte's profile, because we didn't change this. I'm gonna change the things so that we don't capture. Well, actually, we can keep it there. I think Charlotte will be okay.
So do you want to have a validation of this? Because I mean, it's AI, right? So it might put you want the score. You just want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that's what I
instead of a whole story.
Makes sense. I'm gonna also say in the system prompt, besides the score, also generate a short description. Description on how did you come up with this score. Okay, and I'm gonna turn on the output structure parser, and it will be the score. It will be a number between 1 and 10. Maybe it's an 8, and the reason is.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna also supply back the. Well, actually, I will pick it from the previous workful.
The ID of the person.
Yeah. The URL profile.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say like, this is a great profile because she is the founder of a SaaS company that has something to do with social listening and a lot of scraping and AI automation. And that's Charlotte's profile. Listening and a lot of social listening and
scraping.
A lot of scraping.
Yeah.
Scraping. Alrighty. So that's pretty much my sample JSON. And if I run it now, it's gonna pick the first one, run, and then pick the second one. I think for the second one, I will stop it and I will put a quick limit here to just only run for 1 for now. And then we will disable this one once we are done with our workflow. All right, so let's see what came up. So Johannes has a background of CEO. Okay, Johannes got 6 score. It's okay. All right, now I'm gonna create a Google Sheet.
That's what we expected,
Google
right?
Sheets,
I mean, this AI still doesn't know. Okay, what we gave it some ideas on what's good, what's bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't really know what are the boundaries, right?
Right.
What's a real 10
we can
and what's
improve
a
it
real
with a
so
lot
that's
of
fine.
yeah. So I'm gonna create a Google Sheet. Call it n8n podcast guest list.
Yep.
And it has like a LinkedIn profile and score.
You know what you can also do? Based on this, you can send guests that get anything below a 6. You can send them tips on how to score an 8 to become a podcast guest. If you want to be a podcast guest, you need to improve X, Y, and Z on your profile.
Yes. That's funny. So we're gonna now supply this one here. It's gonna be Google Sheets,
No.
Append a row, and it's the podcast guest list, and it's gonna go to sheet 1, and so the score goes here, the reason goes there, and the LinkedIn profile comes from the loop, goes right here.
Yep.
As I said, I'm not interested in storing all what I get from Apify, following the AHA methodology.
Yep.
So now, pretty much done with this part. Let's see what happens next. If I quickly add this split view, wrong window, and I got Charlotte as 9 because she is the CEO and founder of a social listening company. Just a little bit more coverage for Charlotte, my friend. Octolens. Octolens is, by the way, again, congratulations. It's amazing to be a parent. I'm a parent of 2, and so let me quickly show this. So Octolens is kind of like social listening. Yeah, like you listen to your terminologies on different social platforms.
So your brand name.
To brand name, and then you get a Slack notification that somebody's talking 10 minutes ago about you, and then you go in and answer them. So that's what Octolens is doing. So Charlotte got a correct score. I would be humbled if Charlotte says yes to my podcast guest. Obviously, not very soon. You guys will see her because of the parenthood, and I think she lives somewhere far away from Berlin. I think it's it's also a field I need. Right?
Location. Yeah.
Zurich. So, actually, I was in Zurich. I should have.
That's close enough.
Okay, so now I'm gonna remove the limits and then see how this thing performs in action. All right. Moment of truth. We're gonna see Charlotte again, but that's fine. This time, it's AI is generative AI. That's fine. I'm gonna keep
score going down rapidly.
I'm gonna keep the 9 score. I like that score. So there we go. Yeah. Bart is there now. Bart got a score of 5. Huh? AI give you a score of 5 out of 10. So you gotta wait for the interview, for the guest invitation. All right, wonderful. We have done it. We have accomplished what we were looking for.
Yes.
And it was an amazing little chit chats and amazing little workflow building.
Yeah, and I think it's. This is a good one to adapt to your own workflow, right?
Yes.
You work with people. Everyone works with people.
Yes.
Most people still do.
Yes.
So this is a very useful API to get information from to inform your next business decision or
Apify is the
just meetings that you have
is the way to go.
Yeah,
Apify is the way to go.
You could even use it for the other ID that we just mentioned, right? So you have the discussion. You can build different profiles for the LLM council.
Yes.
You can actually assign specific people to the council that you have AI represent this person and use their background to build a profile. So you can, if you have a discussion with them coming up, prepare for a team meeting.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I wish I could do these podcasts for 5 hours, like the way.
Maybe then you do need some editing. People want. Not a lot of people have 5 hours of time a day, especially at the rate you're putting them out.
I'm sad that this podcast is coming to an end, but it was very nice to meet you. Very nice talking. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to the session this afternoon.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wonderful. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, I forgot to put the recorder on.
Let's do it again.
I'm just joking. We
had fun.
We had fun. No, the recorder is running. There we go. And bye, finally.